Hello and welcome back to Bits and Bobs. In today's video, me, Max and Ethan bought £130 of melt value silver. So let's unbox them and see what coins we got.
We bought this from eBay for melt value, and in auction we bid melt value and it never got outbid, so we got a melt value purchase, and it looks to be some George III, 4th and Victoria, a bit of William IV, all kinds of, about 200 years to 100 years old coinage, all sterling silver. So without any further ado, let's get into these coins and unbox them. So here is the delivery, and we're going to waste no more time, and I'll get right into this and we'll get into the coins. Right, so here are the coins. What I think's best, I'm going to open this bag and tip them all back into here, like that, so you can hear them in there. And then we'll put that there, and we'll take it sort of in turns. We'll do like 3 or so, and then we'll swap who's unboxing. So there is the first one. Look at that, that is a beauty. 1836 half crown, William IV. So this is the sort of coin that I'd say is a really nice coin, but not great condition. It's a bit dirty, a bit darkened. But like we say, we've got all these for melt value. So an almost 200-year-old half crown for melt price. You can't go wrong. There's the first one. Go back in. A bit fiddly. All right, there's another coin. This is George IV. Is that 1829? We're going to zoom in here. That is 1829, which is quite a rare year. These are almost always 1826. The mintage is there on screen for you. I believe it's less than 1 million. 800,000 comes to mind. Probably that's way off, but it is definitely a rare coin. Decent condition, and one that I only very recently got for my date run. So one that was, hard for me to get. So definitely a good coin. Right, one more for myself. My hand's too big for this. Ooh, that is quite nice. That is a Victorian, 6p, I believe. Really nice condition. There's a bit of damage to the edges, but the surfaces are lovely. Oh, gorgeous. That is a Jubilee year 6p. As you can see, an exquisite coin. Look at that, absolutely beautiful. So, a cracking start, and now Charles will take over.
Here we are, on to my 3 coins now. Oh, that's lovely. So here we have, if I can get it into focus, we have a florin. It's a Victorian florin from 1901. So we have the veiled portrait of Queen Victoria. Very nice condition, especially for melt price and value. And here we have 19, what does that say? 22, I believe. Am I correct? Yes. So we have George III. This is a crown, a nice hunk of silver, and a very nice coin indeed.
Sorry, is that George IV, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah.
So it is. I miscounted the 3s. This is a George IV. Still a lovely coin, and a nice silver sovereign, as we used to call them, also known as a crown. And here we are. Oh, lovely Victorian half crown, I believe, from 1884. Oh, this is lovely, actually. As I said before, which I'll probably be saying a lot, for melt value, this is lovely detail and just amazing condition. Moving on to Max now.
Okay, so here we have, oh, this is very nice. Here we have a 1915 half crown. I think so. This is the best quality coin that we have out of the rest here, and from the reign of George V. Oh, another half crown, this time from 1896, and this is a veiled head Victoria. Quite good quality, although with these half crowns, usually the middle bit is always worn down due to people holding them and but still very nice, and you can see most of the detail on this coin. This one, that seems like a good one. There we go. No. And for my final one here, we have a 1895 florin. This is a very good, as you can see, it's got very good detail, and it hasn't been worn too much. And of course, this is a veiled head Victoria. Very nice indeed.
Right, back to me. I don't know if there's another 9 left, but we'll see how far we get. Ooh, that is gorgeous. That is a lovely condition, 1906 half crown. This is Edward the 7th. Now, had this been a 1905 in this condition, it'd be worth about £750. But still, this is a very nice coin. Again, for scrap price, you can't go wrong with some Edwardian sterling coinage in lovely high grade. So there we go. We'll do 2 coins each this round, because I don't know if there's 9 left, just to make it a bit fair. We've got Victoria here. This is a shilling. Veiled head, so it'll be 1890s, or rather 1901, the final year this is. So the last ever Victorian shilling produced. Lovely design with the 3 shields, similar to the florin of the same era, and these are both lovely coins and very nice to get. So back to Charles.
So now my 2. You can reach in. Here we have a lovely, a very nice half crown from 1897. So we know what that means. It is the veiled portrait of Queen Victoria. I've got to say, so far, I'm going to argue this is the best condition coin. As if we just have a look, as Max previously mentioned, usually the centre of these coins, so the shield, is all damaged due to, everyday wear and tear. But as we can see, this is beautiful condition and indeed lovely value, and a lot, I would say, worth a lot more than melt price. Here we are. We've got a Victoria. Oh, sorry, if I get in. Victoria. This is a half crown from 1888. So we have the Jubilee portrait. A good coin for melt price. Moving on to Max.
So there's 4 left in the bag. I'm going to finish off. So let's start. Here we have a Victorian young head, and I think this is a shilling. Yes, it is. A shilling from 1885. A bit worn around the middle, as most coins are, but still very good condition and still very good for melt price. Here we have a rainbowed Edward the 7th 3p from 1902. This was the first year his coins were minted, I believe, and a very nice condition, and rainbowed, as some people like to buy their coins because they think they look better. Moving on to the last 2. Here we have another Victorian shilling. Yeah, another Victorian shilling. And this, of course, would be that which is the Jubilee head, but not the Jubilee year. So this is 1888, the year after Queen's Golden Jubilee. Last coin, this is a veiled head Victoria, and again this is a shilling, and this is, again, we have another 1901 shilling. This was the last year that these coins were minted in Victoria's portrait. So very nice coins indeed, and very good for melt price. Thank you for watching. Please comment down below your favourite coin that you've seen from this bundle. Don't forget to like, subscribe and leave a comment down below.